Welcome back to my shop, boys and girls. I have things around me. The gas I use in the bikes is getting harder and harder to find and more expensive. I don't want to use pump gas because it's got alcohol in it, but I'm kind of to the point where I can't get fuel from the airport because their security tightened up and all that stuff. So we're gonna have to do what we did back in the boat days, and we're gonna have to wash the gas. Excuse the noise out there. We got people putting up a fence and they're playing songs from WMeth FM, and we used to wash it. So the reason I'm not worried about it, but actually concerned about it, is that they say it could be up to 15, 20%, 10%, you don't really know what. So we're gonna put 50 milliliters of water in here, and then 50 milliliters of gas. And this is the gas I'll be using, about 5 gallons for 20 bucks. The other stuff I'm buying is like close to $25 a gallon. So I save a good bit of money. So we're gonna, and I'm wanting to think that mixing or agitating is going to be the strong point here. So I'll post an article down there in the not in the comments, but in the description, right down there. And it's a really good article from Ask Kevin of Cycle World magazine, I believe it is. And he talks about the history of fuel and the reason where we're at today with this. And this is not, I don't like the alcohol in there, I really don't, because it makes the inside of tanks rust, makes the inside of motors rust, especially if you go to sit it up. I just don't like it. So let's get started with this, and we're going to see exactly how much. And this is just water with blue dye in it. So I got a drill for it right here, but whenever I do a large quantity of it, so we use this. I made this today, soldered that on RC prop. This is going to be to agitate the 5-gallon bucket. Now let's put, like I said, that's just water with some pond dye in it. 50 milliliters. Here we go. Milliliters. We're going to agitate it. I don't know how this is going to work. I might blow it all out the top. And another thing, do not do this at home. This is stupid. You're messing with gasoline. This is just a little bit. I'll be messing with gallons of this. The kick on this thing, I thought it would work out pretty good. I'm doing too much. At least I don't think it is. And like I said, agitation is going to be the main thing I feel. Alright, so it takes quite a while for itself. So we're going to time lapse it. So we're about on the 53 and a half. So that's 7% of alcohol in the fuel. And almost, they had it on pretty close. It's almost, they said 10% or up to 10%, so that's pretty much 8 to 9% right there. So we shall proceed on. We're going to take, not this bucket, but I've got another bucket over here. And these are clean buckets, and we're going to fill the water up to this, and then we're going to make a mark. Now, this bucket has got a drain tube in it and a valve, and I siliconed everything up, and I hope it doesn't leak. We're going to put the water in first, but first we're going to mark out here where that tube is. So when I tip it, I get all the water out of the fuel. Hopefully, that's the idea. So let's pour the water into this. So I'm gonna hang that over the edge. And I don't have to express my concern about doing this. It's cool out here in the shop right now. And so the vapors are not gonna be very high. Do not do this at home. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's put the gas in. Now remember what I said about agitation? That's going to be key. And I would definitely use a brushless. This is not brushless. But if I had a brushless, that's what I would be using. I still see a blue line in there, but okay. Now we're going to sit there and let it decant. settle to the bottom.
All right, what I'm doing here, and I guess y'all think I'm going to an extreme, but I'm pouring in a liter into the bucket, and I'm taking a flashlight and I'm marking it right at the water line, and I'm just making a graduated bucket in liters. It's just so much easier mixing the oil and fuel and the additives that I'm going to be putting in this. We're taking all the water out. It's still settling. It takes like 12 to 24 hours for it to settle all the way down, and I agitated it real good. It's just that the mixing chart is so much easier on milliliters and liters, like you see here, and it's a lot easier. You don't have no 4.3 or something like that ounces per gallon, and it's just a lot easier to market and what have you, and it's quite easy to convert over. And the oil I'm using, we're not going to discuss oil because I've seen arguments at races and what have you over two-stroke oil. It's just ridiculous. People will argue over anything but two-stroke oil. They really argue over that. So here I'm just marking it, and that's pretty much it. We're going to have a nice graduated bucket, and I'm going to keep this system to do fuel in the future.
So now we are going to drain it all out and see exactly how much we do have. Okay, here's our gas. We got 12.5, kind of, sort of nice, clean fuel, and it is clean. No water, no anything. So we're going to put 400 milliliters of Bel-Ray SI7 oil in it. And that'll give us a 30 to 1. Okay. We're going to put some stable in it. So 30 milliliters will treat up to 9.5 liters. We're going to put around 35 in it. Okay. Now that article, I'm going to post a link to it down in the comments. Y'all need to read it and you'll figure out why I'm putting this in here. This is lead substitute. Now it's kind of vague on how much you put in here. So, what is this one? Put that up there. So 2.5 gallons, and 18 milliliters to a gallon. So that's 36. We're just going to put 40. And then I'll be doing the same thing every time. Because I'm ready to get this into containers. And then we'll do some testing. All right, let me know what you think. Leave a comment whether it's worth it, not worth it. Waste, basically what I'm looking for is baseline fuel. The same fuel time and time again, because that one was 8 to 10% alcohol. We got 1.5 liters out of 14 liters. And I don't want it in there. It's destructive to me. You're gonna lose a little bit of your octane rating, but it was 93 to begin with. We put in Stayville, Bel-Ray oil, I think, and some lead additive. Lead additive is there for anti-knock. So, or not pre-detonation. Pre-detonation is a different occurrence altogether than detonation or knock. So, please hit like and subscribe. But please, tell me what your take is on this video. Whether, and again, I'm going to tell you all this again. Do not do this at your house. I will be doing it outside from now on. I did it in here to video it. And the system does work. But the fumes are horrible. And I minimized my exposure quite a bit. Now, we mix that to 30 to 1. Here's a picture of my orange bike. And that's running 40 to 1 tank. So some people say 41 is not enough oil. It's more than enough oil. So, but we're running 30 to 1. Good, bad, indifferent, I don't know. But that is a stink bug. Go, shoot. Oh, we caught that on camera. Please hit like and subscribe. Y'all ride safe and y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching.